go. Okay. So let's head back here. And you are still seeing the screen. Okay, so now I'm sitting here with my blank canvas. And now this is where I will probably start to think about the design of my homepage. Once again, I'm not talking content. I'm not telling you to start writing your actual content in here. I'm just saying you should start looking at how you want to lay out this page. Now, most laptop screens are landscape, so I'm going to change the orientation of this to landscape so that it is a more real representation of what it is I want to do. Okay, so now I'm thinking, okay, I've seen many examples, I've seen something that I like. So let's say you have decided to create yourself a logo, okay, and I know some people would like the logo here on the middle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm just doing a little bit different than the regular. When you see the green horizontal and vertical line like that, you know you are exactly in the middle. Okay. So let's say, for example, this is where you would like to position your logo. Then you just create something like this and you write logo. You don't have to do an actual logo yet. You can, if you have a logo, by all means, you can go ahead and put it in there and you can say logo. Some people might choose to put their logo over here. Some people might choose to put their logo over here. Some people might choose to put it over here. But remember what we said about the eye being drawn to the top left corner. So I wouldn't recommend it going this way. Most of the time, 90% of the websites, they put their logo over here. Okay. Then okay, I'm gonna do it this way and the other way. I actually like the idea of putting it in the middle for now, being more like a sort of a tree standing over my content, something like that. So then you can actually put the name of your business, or you can put the name of your whatever it is you're gonna do. So I'm gonna find a shape here in shapes that will work with that, more like sort of like a. Will I find something? Yeah, I think here we go. Okay, a arch. So let's say, for example, an arch that goes like this, maybe. Draw, just move this down. And of course, here something will be written like, yeah, something like that. Okay, this will be the name of my story. Of course, it doesn't have to be the actual name yet. You can also have used something different. For example, just want to make it bigger. Okay, obviously I would like Vacation Club to appear a little bit up, but never mind, we will do that later. If this doesn't work out very well, I'm going to try a different design. Okay, something like that. And now, for example, I will put some images here and some images here. Kids playing, maybe this can be a rainbow. That will even be better. Okay, so if that, because like I told you guys, I'm doing a holiday school in the vacation. So something like this will work for me. And then, of course, I will have my menu somewhere as well. So here we go. I'm going to insert more shapes and I'm going to do a couple of them. Okay, so if you want your shapes to be the same size, you're going to say copy, paste, 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 paste. Okay, there we go. And you will put it all over. So I'm going to put it next to, so this will be how, this is the home button. Okay, so next, this screen is the home screen, so you won't put a home button on the home screen. So about us, this is the program for the week. It's just going to be a 1 week program. There will be a page for registration, and there will be a contact us page. Close, contact us. And of course, last but not least, what shall we say, location or address, because the kids will obviously need to be delivered to this address on that day. And what else can I say? Gallery. I'm not, yeah, we can upload some photos of previous schools or holidays camps, or what do you call it? Okay, so that is sort of what I have in mind right now. And I have my menu bar over here, and I have my logo in its place, and I have some kind of design there at the top. And since this is a thing for kids, I will obviously use bright colors, happy colors, and things like that. Okay, so now I must decide on the rest of my page. Now, normally, the last bit of your page will be a footer, and that you can reserve for a footer as well. So I'm just going to go onto the bottom, and I'm going to go ahead and just make 30% of my page a footer. And in here, in the footer, we usually add contact details. Okay, contact details and copyright and whatever else you want to say, so etc. Okay, so here we have some I can also say here social media links, Facebook, and if you have those things, you can add it there. So I'm basically left with only the middle part of my homepage, and this is where you will now decide how do you want to lay this out. I obviously need some content, so I'm gonna do it something like this. Let's say, for example, I will opt. Uh, what's nice is I'm using 6 buttons, so I can group 2, 4, 6. So I can have a place here that I will write something. Then I can have another column where I can put images. I can either put 4 images or I can put 2 images or whatever. And then lastly, I can have another one like this. You can have 2 small things like this, or you can have 1 big one. So remember, all must be in balance, all must be in symmetry, things like that. So when we look at images, you can now decide how you wish to lay out the image section. For example, you can put in 4 small images like this. I'm just gonna do it like this. Okay, mine is not looking great. And then, of course, if you wish, you can have a larger one like this. Or I could have had 4 small ones, or I could have had 1 big one, or all those other things as well. Here I can have different stories. So if it is a thing that I wish to write there, I will just clear the block like this, and I will write something like, here I will, oopsie, you can say text, something like that. And this is how you will then lay out your home page. So this doesn't have to stay like this either. You can always change your mind later. You can always decide to do something a little bit differently. But you should try and balance it out, put your logo somewhere, whatnot. If you may decide, if you have decided to put your logo over here, you can definitely do that. You can just move your logo this side, and then you maybe have the name of your school or something over here. Doesn't matter. You can have a search box over here. Let's insert a search box just for fun. Most sites have one anyway. So here we can just say search, not search box. If you want to have if you want to have a login screen or a register screen, that will probably be somewhere here or somewhere here. But whatever you decide is good. Alright, so this is more or less what we have in mind. I think the next time we discuss this, I will go for something a bit different. Maybe we can look at a different design. Maybe you can try something new. But let's say, for example, this is our first draft of my website. Next time we'll go for something a little bit more different when we look at one of yours. So I'm just going to quickly save this, save as, so that I can just put it on the Google Classroom for you guys. Assessment tasks. So I'm just going to make a new one here. Example. Okay, so I'm sure you guys don't really have any questions for me yet, so let me